Hello everyone, and allow me to introduce my idea for the next commercially successful video game. Okay, hear me out, and I lost my job. Well, that sucks, but it does remind me, what games deserve a second chance? Whether it being a remake, a remaster, a new game in the series, or just a port. Because for the love of my sanity, I need Bakugan Battle Brawlers on the Switch. Anyone, please, I need this, please!
So what's the perfect example of a game that deserves a oh dear god no? Sonic the Hedgehog, also known as Sonic 2006, abbreviated as Sonic 06, but more commonly known as bad. Now look, even if this game got a complete makeover, they fixed the bugs, the glitches, the loading screens, the game still would have been just okay. The flaws of this game go beyond the rushed development, which is why I think a full remake would be nice. Well, not just nice, more so flat out necessary. You know what else deserves a remake? Alright, today's finally the day George gets to talk about Tomodachi Life. One of, if not the best 3DS games. A simple game where you go around and do tasks for your Mii characters. There's so much to do already. Imagine a sequel with even more wacky scenarios and dumb stuff to do. Instead, they put Miitopia on Switch, which, don't get me wrong, is also a fantastic game. I played these both to death on my 3DS. But god dang, I need Tomodachi Life again. I'll finally be able to feed Peter Griffin a hamburger in 1080p with online functionality.
Well, I never said the online would be very good.
Mario Baseball. Okay, the Mario sports games on Switch have been mediocre. They just lack content. You have no reason to play these games more than a couple of times. Oh look, I'm playing the story mode for Mario Tennis Aces. I feel so happy. And Mario Super Sluggers is one of my favorite Mario games. I love the stadiums, the character roster, the motion controls alongside the fun gameplay. I loved Mario Strikers Charged too, but they already killed my daughter, so they better not kill my son. Wave Race. This is personal now. Like, why did this series die?
On that fly, what's the story? The other day, and yeah, you know how it is. And I saw this person. Oh man, I love jet skis. Ah, shucks.
I love the Excitebike series. Now, to an uncultured individual, they would tell me, what? The freaking NES game? That's a series? Yes. Yes, it is. In fact, there were 2 Wii games, which I think are some of the best racing games ever. You have to perform tricks and earn more stars than your opponent, so you have to go fast, but also find secrets in the course and do jump boosts and spin around and collect things on the course and grow legs. You get no context. Excitebots specifically is so goddamn good where I have to suggest a sequel. Make it cooler, make it weirder, add more random crap, and keep the legs. I like the legs, that's funny. You think anyone would want to play definitive Atari games?
Yeah, maybe not.
I agree with myself here. I don't think Pitfall Remastered would sell a ton of copies. Generally speaking, Atari games are certainly games, but they aren't quite in need of a remaster considering who the heck would buy that? Unless they added 4K visuals, then I'm all in. Wow, it looks so much better.
What about Kid Icarus Uprising? I like the game. I like Kid Icarus. I want to see it do well. I'll pay money. That's it.
Simple stuff, really. Put it on something other than the 3DS so people can stop suffering from carpal tunnel. Super Mario 64 DS added a ton of new levels and characters, making the game fresh and new, but you have to control it with a D-pad or the dumb touchscreen. So I think a re-release of this game could use some better control options. Again, I'm suffering from carpal tunnel over here.
Why is my hand purple?
Now, Nintendo lives off their exclusive games, but when turning to Microsoft and Sony, They're just chillin'. I mean, I buy all my third-party games on PS4 because what else would I buy them on? The Wii U? But in terms of exclusives, well, Xbox is kinda screwed, aren't they? What exclusive games do they have? Geist? Well, joke's on you because that's a GameCube game. But Sony has so many exclusive franchises that they just don't use. Ape Escape, Twisted Metal, Sly Cooper, Jak and Daxter, Viva Pinata. Oh wait, shoot, that's an Xbox game.
I can't believe it. Microsoft did something.
My personal choice for the franchise they should bring back is PaRappa the Rapper. It's a simple music/rhythm game that hasn't gotten a new entry since the PlayStation 2 in 2002. So make it happen. I want to see my paper dog idiot be successful in this economy. And then for Xbox, I don't know, bring back Banjo-Kazooie and you'll make at least $2. My sun has risen. Look, Bakugan Battle Brawlers is perfect. It doesn't need a remake or remaster or anything. However, what it does need is a sequel. Keep the characters, make a cool new epic story, and you got yourself the best sequel to Bakugan Battle Brawlers the sequel to Bakugan Battle Brawlers could be. Doshin the Giant.
Who the what?
This guy is a Nintendo character that got 2 Nintendo 64 DD games, only released in Japan, and later got a GameCube game, only in Japan and Europe. So yes, this character never got a chance in North America, which is a shame because I don't see why he couldn't do well. However, I don't think the timelines would be much different.
Who?
Personally, I think that localizing the GameCube game and re-releasing it through the Virtual Console would be good. Or I guess releasing through Nintendo Switch Online, because Virtual Console is deader than my crippling debt. Speaking of GameCube, my god, Nintendo does not care about purple squares. Now purple rectangles, oh they love those. I can count how many of these games have been re-released on 2 hands. Let me prove it to you. This is every Nintendo game that has been re-released on the GameCube. 10 games, and that's including remakes and remasters. That's nothing! Imagine players discovering Eternal Darkness, F-Zero GX, Super Smash Bros. Melee, Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, Odama for the first time ever! Basically, what I'm trying to say is, release your goddamn GameCube games.
Alright, so, Nintendo. This is F-Zero GX.
Skate 3, or as others call it, the first game in the Skate 3 series. I like the extreme sports genre a lot more than typical sports games. Like Madden is cool and all, but it doesn't have Luigi. You'd be surprised how much that helps. Skating is so fun, especially when I'm doing anything but skating, aka dying constantly. Oh yeah. Game of the Year. Everyone praises Skate 3 for being the best in the series, yet they forget that it was a series in the first place. I guess they ended the franchise on a high note, but that seems like a dumb choice to me. Let me explain. Let's say, hypothetically, you make the best game of all time, and then nothing else. That just seems stupid. Why wouldn't you capitalize on that by making a sequel or something? Why would you only do one? Or in this case, why would you stop after the 3rd entry, which is considered the best game in the series? Why would you not continue after the success and universal acclaim? This is exactly why the game needs a prequel. I need to know the skateboard's backstory.
Oh, it's beautiful. She went to the University of Michigan.
Okay, picture this. An NES game with a complete visual makeover. Something along the lines of Wonder Boy the Dragon's Trap or DuckTales Remastered. You got that? Alright, now imagine if that NES game was Wario's Woods.
I mean, come on. Tell me you wouldn't buy that. Dang it.
In actuality, I think the original Legend of Zelda needs a remake. Look, I know the game is the first in the series and is constantly praised for being the first in the series. I get that, but it is impossible to get anywhere without a guide. And I ain't watching a YouTube walkthrough just to figure out that one of the dungeons is hidden in a piece of grass. A literal bush. Why? It doesn't just need visual help, it needs medical help too. Give the game a map, a new look, and a new gameplay mechanic. Similarly to another remake, A Link Between Worlds. This was a remake of A Link to the Past on the SNES that was the same game at its core, but plays differently enough to be a new experience. So, for that new mechanic, how about Link goes Super Saiyan? I don't know, make it happen. And finally, let's circle back to unfinished Sonic games. Sonic Boom!
Say what now?
No, not the Wii U game. That's too far gone. Not to mention the gameplay style is kind of strange, and Sonic's slower than a tortoise. No, what most people don't know is that a 2D Sonic Boom game released on the 3DS twice. Now, Shattered Crystal was not bad, but Fire and Ice was actually pretty good. I think the steps they took to fix this game is what I'd like to see in a Sonic Boom Redemption. Keep the writing and character models, but make it a game with 2D Sonic gameplay that doesn't require as much backtracking.
Well, that concludes every game series and game I can think of that deserve more. And now, my discussion has brought me to a brand new idea. So I'm going back to Nintendo to pitch my amazing new game idea. Whoa, almost slipped there. Okay, hello, I'm back. I came back with a better game idea than before. It's new game idea. It's gonna be awesome, okay? Gamers and fans alike, they're going to love it. It's gonna fly off the shelves, okay? You ready to see it? All right, here we go. 3, 2, bam. All right, so the innovation for this game is that it is the exact same game, 1-to-1 scale replica of Mario Party 9. I got fired again!